How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the Digimon Let's Play. I hope everybody's doing wonderful today. We are kicking things off directly where we left off yesterday's part of the series. We were doing all this stuff in the Valhalla server, also known as Under Zero. We were doing all of the nonsense with Omnimon turning up. Chitose unfortunately got destroyed by a eater, which was problematic for want of a better word. Now we're here picking things off, and it looks like, according to Media, that we are going to the Avalon server. I'm not sure what we're going to get up to, but before we do that, I know we also have some Digivolutions and stuff like that to talk to, so talk through. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, enough of this chit chat, roll the intro, go! So let's have a quick peek at the party and find out what it is that we're going to be doing with our crew today, because there's a couple of things that we need to look at. Mudfrigimon is a champion Digimon and he's level 55, which should not be happening. That needs to change. Now, unfortunately, our Digivolution options here are terrible. We could go into Pandamon again, but we've already done that. We could go into Pumpkinmon, or we could Digivolve as well. Now, I don't fancy going back down to a champion. I think we're just going to progress this guy, and so I think the only option for us here is Pumpkinmon. Now, we could change this guy into Meteormon, or we could have waited, but I looked it up just before the start of the episode, and we needed like another 10 levels, and I just don't think that was worthwhile. So, to get the maximum ABI, I thought it just made sense to go into this dude. He's probably not going to be that exciting, and in fact, what I'm actually going to do right now is probably move him back across to Farm 1 here, just to free up a bit of space, because we will be Digivolving some other dudes here. Groundramon, now this is exciting. I really like having this guy in the party, and I don't want to get rid of him, but at the same time, we have a Mega option available here, and I think it just makes sense to go for it. I don't know what it is. We can't check the guy's ability or anything, so let's just go for this. I don't know if it's going to be sucky or not, but there's only one way to find out, and it is to actually just go through with the Digivolution. So here we go. This looks slightly weird. We have Breakdramon here, who looks like he fell straight out of a Lego or Kinect's toy box or some sort of shit like that. Let's have a quick look at this guy, because so far I'm kind of slating on him, and he actually might be okay. 5 physical attacks, Destroyed Rush, 25 earth damage to one foe. Alright, so that's 125 damage, and it tends to crit. Is that each individual attack? Because if so, that might actually be okay. He also increases attack and damage death by earth skills by 10% too, so that's going to do a little bit extra. Not sure how I feel it. This guy's got a lot to live up to in terms of his replacement, so who knows where that'll take us. Mega Cabaterimon still isn't strong enough to go into Hercules Cabaterimon, so we can leave him for now. Andromon, on the other hand, can de-digivolve because he needs a lot more ABI before he goes into his Megas, and therefore we're going to take him back down the Digivolution lines. I'm not sure what we're going to do with him, to be honest. We could go into Gardramon again. Maybe we do that because we can maintain the kind of theme of electricity, because right now I don't think we have a very good electricity Digimon, or if we do have one, his name doesn't come to mind, or her name doesn't come to mind at time. So I think Gardramon will chill as he is. We might even be able to Digivolve him soon. I've also got Vmon with us here in the party. We're just going to be like bringing him along with us and leveling him up. He's obviously not going to be fighting, but we just need to go through a few battles to get him up to be able to Digivolve to XVdramon. I think that's how it is, XVdramon, and then we will finally do our merge with Stingmon, which I've been talking about for a bunch of episodes. Here we also have another thing to look at, and that is Birdramon. Let's have a look at this bro here. I think I want to go into Garudamon here. We've already have a Hippogriffinmon and Crowmon we had in the last series, and Crowmon was actually alright, actually. I quite liked him. His main ability is called Emperor's something or other. Emperor's, I don't know. But it's AoE, and it's... Was it AoE? Fuck. I think it was. He seemed pretty good anyway, and I liked having him. But for now, we're going to go into Garudamon here and just chill with this guy for a while. If you guys want to see him, he looks pretty badass. His main skill and stuff. Well, he's AoE as well, and he prevents instant death, so I guess that's kind of a plus, but for the most part, we probably won't be bringing him with us. And I think that's pretty much it. Breakdramon we've just done. Rosemon's not strong enough yet. Gaiomon we could de-digivolve, and Phantomon can't really go into anything yet as well. What I think we could do is, just before we leave this place, I'm actually just going to shimmy the party around a little bit and try and bring across some of our Megas from the last episode and maybe get those put to some use. So just give me a minute. Alright guys, I'm going to catch you back in real quick right here because this is the party that we're going to be cruising with right now. Not amazing, but at the same time I think we will do just fine. Our main party is going to be Mega Cabaterimon, Rosemon, and probably Gaiomon here, or Phantomon. Yeah, these three here are going to be our main party, but I thought I would also try and show off some of our other guys because they are Megas after all, and they probably will be pretty good once we put them through our paces. Okay, let's move on. I think there might be the chance that we can actually discover more items in the coffee because the last time we did it, we actually picked up like a health crystal or a health capsule or something like that. But at the same time, not really that fussed. Unless we find a farm expansion plugin or whatever in there, I'm not too bothered. So here we go, Avalon server. Let's go straight in and say hello to whoever's waiting. Now, I am kind of scared in the sense that our guys might be a little bit shitty right now, but once we get them through a couple of battles, we should be more than fine. I don't know what it is exactly that we've meant to be doing in this area. I wasn't really paying attention, but it does also look like we have been here before because there's an open chest and there is nobody waiting on us either. So what I'm going to do is put on our acceleration and we will just scoot through here. Now, obviously, I think what happened is the last time we were in here, is this when we fought against the Mr. Agent Smith looking guy? Remember when we came into the next point, I think it's in the next area, in which we walked in and there was the boss fight that I didn't expect. I think that's the last time we were here, right? Or am I thinking of somewhere else? I think this is what it is. The Digimon here look like they suck balls, so I'm not too fussed. We won't even take the time to fight these guys because there's no one other than Vmon in the party that could benefit from any of these fights, so let's not mess around. I also haven't fully equipped items on our guys, which might be an oversight on my part. Maybe I'm making mistakes here and I should be paying a bit more attention, but at the same time I don't really care. The Avalon server, this is our second time hacking in. It certainly is. It's actually our third, but never mind. Wormmon, go to the Kishibe office and steal the password from her terminal. That's exactly what we're doing. I'm glad that Erica's here because she jogged my memory. We're obviously breaking into Kishibe's house to try and find the evidence, try and steal evidence from her. And I guess we're going to be rummaging around in her pink bedroom that we saw in Cyber Sleuth 1. Don't know if that's just an opportunity for the game to, oh god. I don't know if it's an opportunity for the game to reuse some areas, but at the same time, it's actually kind of funny. Eek, security Digimon heading this way. Dude, whatever it is sounds big. Why does Erica look so calm and collected? Well, I didn't think it was going to be easy. Guess Erica just loves the challenge. Alright. I guess it's up ahead. Or, I don't know. Let's find out. Here we go. We have some new areas, some new items and stuff like that. So this should be quite fun. I'm hoping that now there is a substantial jump in terms of the difficulty damage of the enemies that we can expect here. Come on, farm. Come on, give me a new farm island, please. No, not a HB spray. Game. Alright. This is good. Here we go. So we got some bug digis here. Cabaterimon and Waspmon. I think. Justice Kick, yeah. Let's check this guy out. Justimon. I called him Justinmon in the last video by accident, but he seems like he's pretty good. Tomahawk Stinger. Alright, boys. This is going to hurt. I remember getting slapped by that. I remember getting slapped by that ability when we fought against Jimikin, and it wasn't pleasant in the slightest. Skull Satamon. Seems like he's going to have high intelligence, so maybe I shouldn't have regular attacked with him, but at the same time, we're just kind of testing the ropes here. Just trying out our new guys and figuring out how kind of tough they are, how fast they are, and what they can actually do. When we come into a boss fight, wow, that animation's pretty sick. I like that. When we come into a boss fight, obviously it's going to be a whole nother ball game, but for now, we should be okay. Vmon flies up 10 ranks there, which is beautiful, because it means we can Digivolve him ASAP. And we only have one option here, which is to create some floors. So let's have a look here. What can we do? Turn. Is it this one? Route access. Let's have a quick look. So that's going to connect that point there, and that'll let us jump across. Cool. Awesome sauce. So it looks pretty straightforward. These areas aren't ever too difficult, you know. We're always just kind of wandering through them pretty quickly. But I always kind of, I'm scared that I miss an item or two, so I'm going to pay attention and just make sure I don't fuck it up. We could be dodging past these battles again, but we should take the opportunity to try and raise some stats here and also try and raise some camaraderie, because future Digivolutions might require it. And although for the most part a lot of these guys are in Mega, I don't think a lot of them will stay in these Mega forms. I'm not completely content, and although they are quite late game Digimon, I don't expect them to be late game Digimon, if that makes sense. We can do better than all these guys, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what we can do here. Skull Satamon's going to be pretty weak against this guy, but I'm hoping that he still does enough damage. Let's find out. 93, alright, so that wasn't even close. I like how fast Justimon is, which is a plus, but maybe it's just because these guys are so under-leveled that we don't even have to that we're not really being challenged. Again, I'm kind of anxious for when we get into our boss fight. There's Boltmon's animation as well, pretty tough. Pretty cool. Alright, nice. I think what we'll do is after this point, dudes, we will make sure that you guys kind of skip these battles. Before I push that switch over there, I want to make sure that I'm just not missing any boxes. So I'm going to trundle through here real quick and make sure that I pick all of these up. We're going to run from this battle, please. Thank you. Awesome. Gone are the moments when we were in this area before, and every time we wanted to escape from a battle, the game was just like, nah, you're not getting to run away. How do I want to do this? I think this is the correct way. So if I go around here and down and round, we should be able to connect, unless I've mistook this area. Nah, there we go. Perfect. Alright. A jade. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's just a diamond we can sell, so that's not exciting in the slightest. Thanks, boys. Again, I feel like the game sometimes... This isn't really a gripe. This is just an observation, shall we say. I feel like the game sometimes kind of misjudges how strong you need to be in certain areas. So, for example, we've obviously just been fighting against a bunch of bosses. How do I get to that fucking switch? I need to go over here, I think, and turn this one on. Yeah, I feel like the game misjudges how strong we need to be, because we will go up against a very, very extremely tough boss, maybe fight against 2 ultimates, 3 ultimates, 2 megas, whatever, and then out of nowhere we then get thrown back to this kind of area when, you know, the Digimon are these guys. And although some of you guys might be quite fond of some of the dudes popping up here, I mean, I like seeing the Kabuterimon, I like seeing the Waspmon as well, but these guys aren't challenging in the slightest, so I don't know how I feel about that. What I'm going to do is pop along to this switch, because I'm pretty sure it's going to turn on the floor panel across from us and let us access this little box, hopefully. I'm guessing, because there is only one other port. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. So if I had just done this the first time when I walked past it, I wouldn't have had to have come all the way back, so that's my B. I'll probably meet you guys round at the box. Alright, baby. Reward us. Don't make this all for nothing. I believe, game. Be good to us. Come on. Hold on. I'm smelling a farm expansion item. Never mind, it was just an energy disc. God damn it, my sense of smell. Anyways, I feel like the game has been super stingy in terms of these, but again, as I discussed very, very briefly in the last episode, I'm not entirely sure if I have just completely missed all of the important opportunities to pick up said farm item that we are looking for. I can't even remember what it's called, because it's not an expansion. I keep calling them an expansion, but really it's like an island edition. I'm pretty sure we will hopefully bang into one soon, but at the same time. Let's progress. Are we going to get stopped here, or are we going to be able to investigate this area too? Looks like we have complete free roam. I think what we will do is jump in here and digivolve our Vmon real quick, just while we're in the vicinity. So if we pop down here, do this real quick, XVmon, there we go. So I think what we will do is, we could digivolve these two straight away, but at the same time... Oh, really, game? Really? Oh, really, game? Alright, we need to drop somebody off, and I don't know who it's going to be. Let's see. Right now, I want to keep Skull Satam on in case we bang into a boss, and I want to really give him a chance to shine. Maybe we drop off Boltmon, but right now he seems to be doing alright, and he is the only other data type. So, alright, I'm going to deposit this guy. I'm going to move Gaiomon back across to Farm Island 2. In fact, I'm going to put him in Farm Island 1. Garudamon, you can come with us instead and get a chance to level up as well. Alright, cool. I maybe could have brought across a substitute virus type, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to matter too much. I just want to make sure that our party is completely being efficient, if that makes sense. I know that made no sense, but at the same time... Wait, yeah, Garudamon's here. So this is fine. We will just roll with this for now, and XVmon will hopefully go up some levels, and then before this episode finishes, I am hoping that we can actually DNA fuse that guy. So that's something that I want to aim to try and do. Let's head along to the right here. This is something I always do. For some reason, I always go right first, but I just think that's my own way of helping me realize and remember what parts of the area I've been into. This is definitely the spot that we... Is this the spot we fought that guy? I can't even fucking remember. I don't even know. I'm trying to think back and remember while trying to concentrate on where I'm going. It's going to end up with me just blabbering absolute nonsense. More nonsense than usual, I might add, but we've got like quite a chill episode going today. I know I'm not as exuberant and as hyped as I normally am, but it's kind of late at night. I'm just relaxed. We're just going to have a nice chill episode, and I'm going to try and not bore you guys as best as I can, and we'll see how we go on. This is quite an exciting area, all in all, so I'm thinking that we should manage to find something to keep us busy. So we don't have any really good Digimon to be fighting against, so that's maybe why I'm a bit kind of bummed out with this area. Not bummed out, but you know, I'm not like, oh my god, this area is so sick because there's this Digimon and that Digimon. It's just kind of, you know, it's kind of mellow, which is fine. I'm just going to activate this, I believe, because... No, I just turned off my acceleration skill. That's not what I wanted, Jack. We're going to pop this one this time because of what happened a minute ago where I didn't push the floor panel when I had the choice and, you know, I had to go back for it. There's a medal, which is important. I don't think that there's any... Oh, here we go. This is cool. This is a bit more exciting. I don't think there's any downside to turning on these floor panels because it's not like the other area where, you know, they go orange once you turn them on and then you start losing spots. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's what's going on here. All we have to do is keep Justimon alive here, and we should be able to get through this fight and hopefully pick up a bit more XP than we have been doing. Wait, didn't I? Oh no, I wasn't going to swap out Boltmon because he was the only other... Right, okay. I know what's going on here. Tomahawk to the face doesn't do enough to kill the Waspmon, but at the same time, Waspmon, I've got the feeling that he might end up just fucking one-shotting himself. Nailbone's not going to be that good here because it does a fixed amount of 20%. So... I don't know why I tried that. I guess I kind of wanted to just see what it looked like. Here we go. X-Heal's obviously going to be a part of this fight. Obviously it's going to be a part of this fight. Alright, cool. I guess when we find the Lilymon, it just makes sense that she does have some sort of healing capabilities as ours does. So, oh god, Justimon is getting... he's really not getting an easy time of it here. Alright, I don't think we need to be using the full whammy here, so let's just use a Comet Hammer on this dude. Honestly, we could have regular attack to kill this Waspmon, but at the same time, let's do this. Now, Skull Saemon, this time around, I don't want to fuck this up. I'm going to use Nightmare. No, I'm not. I'm going to use... yeah, Nightmare seems like it's going to do much more DPS, because I'm pretty sure this guy has high intelligence. Boom, there we go. There's the crit, 352. We have to get these Digimons level up a lot higher right now, because they're so underwhelming. Against these they should be shitting on these champions, and right now they're not killing them in one attack, which is honestly not a problem, but it's not where I would like them to be. Again, this is like the backup squad, and the reason I'm using them is to try and get them, you know, kind of test them out a little bit and see what they can do. So maybe I should just swap back to the original party members and cruise through this area. In fact, I think that's what we'll do after this fight. What is that animation? Alright, so we pick up 1600, so we get 600 more than we regularly do from this area and from fighting these battles, which is okay, I guess. Not too bad. Let's swap back the party though, because some of these dudes are actually kind of messed up. Let's bring across Bob. We'll swap back across Rosemon because she is a beast, and then also Phantommon. I'm missing Groundmon already, man. Is it Groundramon? Groundmon? I'm missing him already, dude. I liked him having him so much. Maybe we should bring back his Digivolution and give him a bit of a shot, because although he seemed a bit weird looking, he probably, if he's anything like his predecessor, then he's actually going to be a really good Digimon to use. And I think that he's definitely due a test run at some point. Bank expansion drive, not the kind of expansion I wanted, but at the same time, I'll take it. I think that for the time being, we can leave a lot of our new Digivolution level 1s in the farm anyway, because they will be picking up all the kind of extra ABI points that they would be due. So that's something that we can kind of... We've got that on the back burner, so... Although we have just Digivolved these Megas and we're like, Jack, or you guys may be like, Jack, why don't you want to use your Megas and actually test them out and stuff? It's kind of hype that you just picked them up and stuff, but... I also kind of like putting them in the farm as soon as they Digivolve. That way later on I don't forget about their stats and stuff. And to kind of argue against myself here and play devil's advocate, obviously that doesn't really make a lot of sense if you are wanting to Digivolve your Digimon later on from Ultimate into Mega, because then you might have already filled up all your extra ABI points, and if you need to get specific ones, you're going to have to use items to remove them. And although that's not really a problem, it will cost money and it will cost a bit of running about to the item shops and stuff like that. So I don't know, I can understand that point as well if any of you guys were thinking that in your minds. I know I certainly was, so something to consider. Let's pop along and hit the switch first, and then this should turn on the floor portals in the main area, and then we should be able to enter the next part of this area, and I'm thinking that we will hopefully come across the boss at that point in time. Let's hit this switch up real quick and see if that's what it does and if I am right here. Let's make some floors. There we go. Can you guys hear that? Every time I take a swig, when I take a swig of my water here, I don't know, it's because the glass is quite big. It makes up like a drop-in sound and it's really quite strange. Anyways, exciting gameplay here on the Let's Play Crit Boost times 2. Where's my fucking good items, man? What is this all about? Oh, This game is shafting us. I'm pretty sure we did pick up the medal from this point, so I don't think I'm missing anything. It was in that spot here. It's quite difficult to see if there was any extra items lying about in this area because it's so fucking bright. Oh, we got the Star Brothers. This is kind of cool. Phantomon, you're probably going to absolutely shit on these boys, so let's take out this dude first because I'm pretty sure he's the ultimate. Or is he the champion? I can't even remember. We've had both of these dudes. I'm actually pretty sure that we digivolved one into the other in the first Cyber Sleuth game. This guy must be the ultimate because he takes a lot less damage. Although he does only use Shining Laser 1. Again, these guys aren't very... I don't know. The game's kind of just like, nah. We're just going to give you a bit of a calm down after all of the nonsense in the last area. You know, when the game throws a battle at us when we have to kill 6 eaters in a row, and we also have to fight Chitose when he's buffing his main squad up using these OP items, and then we come back here and it's like, why are we here again? What is this? What is the point of fighting these Digimon? They're pretty squishy. Anyways, level ups across the board. I'm going to stop moaning. I think we have everything. I don't know if I missed anything. I can't pan the camera around, but at the same time, I don't really give a fuck. The only thing that's pissing me off is that I can't see down in this bottom kind of left corner. I'll be down here for you guys, let me think. Yeah, down there. I want to go down to that point, but at the same time, I think we have everything. I'm just going to quickly run and make sure there's nothing over there. And when I come back, we will be back in the centre and progress forward into the next point. Alright guys, here we are back again. We got everything. There was nothing to worry about. I was just being paranoid that I'd missed something important. But that's just how I am when I play these games. I'm like, wait, did I go over there? Did I look in that corner? Did I miss a potential farm item? Anyways, this is the entrance to the hidden room. Wormon, did you get the password? Wasn't the password something weird? I can remember this last time. Pant got it. Why are you so out of breath? Seriously, you have any idea of the security and traps I had to break through to get that password, says Wormon? I really don't care. Wow, Erica being stone-hearted, fucking her usual self. I'm sure you set them all off with your clumsy bungling around. Just give me the password. Wow. Erica's quite ruthless with Wormon, right? She doesn't fuck around. She just throws him about like a ragdoll. Maybe this is on the theme where, you know, half the people in Hoodie seem to, you know, they're still in need of convincing that Digimon are real not human beings, they're Digimon. You know what I mean? I know they're fictional, guys. I know they're fictional. But at the same time, inside this world, inside the narrative of the game, right? These Digimon are actually alive and stuff. But for some reason, the whole of Hoodie seems to just be like, oh yeah, they're just hacker tools, blah, blah, blah. And Erica's obviously continuing that theme. Anyways, password is Total Goddess. Alright, exciting times. Did you get it? That's the password to the hidden room. That's it. Yeah, something wrong. Total Goddess. Erica's not impressed. She would have had some massive hacker password with like numbers and characters in uppercase and lowercase and all that shit. Want to know some of the other passwords? Yesterday's example was, yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a running joke the last time we came in here, where they were going to tell us what the last day's password or the last week's password was, and it was something very, trying to think, rude, probably. What are you disappointed about? Doesn't matter. What about Ree? I'm going to socially obliterate her. Alright, Erica. Okay, I'm opening it. This is real now, so stay focused. Here we go. I'm guessing this is where we may or may not encounter some sort of defense Digimon. And there we go, through the Narnia wardrobe. Here we are. I didn't know if we were ever going to come back here, but I guess we have that privilege. This room, just looking at it, makes my head hurt. Oh my god, don't collapse on us now, please. You like it? Ooh, it looks like Ree and my taste totally clash. Yeah, I can imagine that if Erica had her own bedroom, it's just going to be like this dark hole, like no lights, just monitor glows everywhere. I agree with you, Erica. I think it's cute. It's kind of sexy. I want to click this, but I can't click. I'm doing it. Fuck it. Erica's just going to be like, okay, I don't have to be Wormon to get it. Your content data is leaking all over the floor. Okay. All right, I'm here. Good. Okay, you two, try to find the data. I'm going to search this whole room. I don't even know what that last line of dialogue was about. It's kind of weird. Anyways, so we now got the opportunity to rummage in Ree Kishibe's bedroom once again. This is her diary in the middle. That's the item that we're going to look at, but we're not going to go there first. Let's go left. We have a nice... Why do we have so many pictures of just Ree's face? Who has this? Like, imagine you went into someone's bedroom and just all over the walls it was just portraits of their own face. How strange would that be? Anyways, are we getting some underwear jokes here? I mean, usually the Japanese can't help themselves with these kind of things. Here it is, a bra. And obviously, our main character has never seen a bra before in his life. He's totally flabbergasted here. What do you mean? How do I know? Erica's got a whole drawer full of them. Wormon, please. What do you think you're doing? Oh god. Erica's... Oh no. Hey, are you two taking this seriously? I mean, yeah, we're looking for clues. We just happen to find other things. It's not our fault. Good. So, how long are you planning to hold on to that? Erica's contempt emotional data is overcapacity. You better put it away quick. Why would we pull it out? Surely opening the drawer would be enough. You know, like you open the drawer, maybe you move stuff to the side to make sure there's nothing hidden. You wouldn't be like waving about like a fucking sword. Oh my god, Erica's over to have a look. I knew it. These are the files hidden in the dresser. They're mixed up with the underwear objective data. This is it, the cybercrime's data. Alright, so apparently it wasn't the diary in the bed. This is the first place that we needed to come to. We didn't get to search the other ones. Maybe there would have been some funny stuff. Too bad you're such a perv, seriously. Well, well, what have we here, says Shrek. So it looks like the lady is here herself. Does she know we were coming? Oh no. Kishibe, Ryu. And why are you going through my undie drawer? Dude, I swear we were just looking for the data. We went over here because we thought it wouldn't be here first. We were going to have a tour and just, you know, we didn't know what we were going to find. Alright, you keep all your other things in there to yourself. Have you been looking at my dainties? Eek, I'm so embarrassed. She doesn't look embarrassed. She doesn't look like she gives a shit. Everybody in the whole of the Kishibe building has probably seen Ri's underwear at this point, so it's not. I don't know why she would act so surprised. Erika Mishima, yes. How is your brother? What's his name? You're going to pay for my brother and for Chitose. Finally, we get a bit of a reaction about Chitose getting fucking mangled earlier, because I was still waiting on that. We haven't sat down as a group and been like, what happened to Chitose? Oh my god, we need to talk about this. We're so stressed out, we're so sad, but none of that happened. Everybody was just like, yeah, well, I mean, it happens. That's the hoodie way. If you get fucked up, that's just another day's work. Oh dear, he didn't get his other friends mixed up and all that, did he? What an oaf. Am I supposed to... I suppose you've come for revenge. Do you think in my position, or you're in any position to do that? After all, you're the cause of all his suffering. Cool. I really should thank you. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have been able to wrap my little Rigi around my finger so easily. I took Mr. Justice Warrior Hacker number 2 at Jude and made him do all my dirty work for me, and it was so much fun. You're right, it's my fault that happened to Rigi. I mean, that's not something that you can rationally believe, Erika. You can't believe that first. That's like one of these humble anime character moments where this just wouldn't happen. I mean, Erika's sick. She didn't choose to be sick. She didn't become ill because of her own decisions or anything like that. I'll always blame myself. I mean, I know you're very modest, Erika, and we like you a lot, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. You don't need to be like this. I blame you even more. Oh dear. What do you plan to do about it? Your little one is hiding something, no? Dude, are we going to have to fight someone big here? I'm hoping that we are. Oh, and are you a friend of Rigi too? Do you think Erika's shining white knight? You are Erika's shining white knight? Maybe I'll face you like this. It's been so long since I've taken this form. Are we? Oh yeah, here we go. So we're actually getting to fight Crusadermon in her real form. A human changing into a Digimon, but how? So this is how we, in this game, are getting introduced to this development. We have this character reveal in which Kishibe is actually a Digimon. If you guys have played Digimon Cyber Sleuth 1, you will know that Kishibe has always been Crusadermon in disguise. But for those of you who are new to the series into this game, this might be a big reveal for you guys, and I'm sorry if I didn't react accordingly. It's just how it is at this point. But as of yet, no other human knows about this. You know what it means, don't you? You don't plan on letting us leave here alive? Bingo. Smart as a whip like your brother. But how sad. If you were a little more meek, you might have had a nice gentle death on a comfy hospital bed. Instead, Erika, Sir Knight, I offer you a violent and horrible death. My name is Crusadermon. I shall snatch the shining rose of victory. Now, the first time we fought against Crusadermon in this game, she was pretty tough. And then the couple times after that, she was a pushover. Who knows how we're going to get on here. Now, I have actually swapped out my really good party, which makes me sad because I wanted to use Skull Satamon at the beginning of this fight for maximum effect. And I think I'll still try and bring him in to make sure that we can use his main ability. Now, he is very likely to get one shot. In fact, this was a mistake. I should have actually swapped out Rosemon. Let's bring in Mega Kabuterimon and do it this way because she is Virus. I don't want to get one shot here. And it looks like she's going to be very, very fast as well. Fist of Athena is her big ability. Does a lot of damage. There's Skull Satamon. Gets one shot immediately. So I don't know how I should be preparing for this fight, guys. It might actually be that we get our butts kicked. But I'm going to give it my best shot and find out how we go first time around. Fist of Athena is going to happen again. Is this going to hit my fat... Okay, so even Mega Kabuterimon. Okay, so this is actually really, really worrying, guys. Mega Kabuterimon is Vaccine, who takes the least amount of damage from... He should take the least amount of damage from her, but at the same time, he still gets one shot as well. So this is very, very scary. I'm thinking that maybe Rikishibe is not to be sneered at in this game. All we have to do is try and get around to Skull Satamon and then some of the other guys and dodge the Fist of Athena's, and hopefully we can take this bitch down. Here we go. Nailbone, let's try it. See if we can make this do any decent damage here. Okay, so 20% of our health is 1,000 damage. Put that in perspective, guys. This bitch is going to be a fucking nightmare. Can we get any poisons off? That's what I want to try. Now, because she's a main boss, I seriously doubt that we can, but at the same time, I think what I'm going to keep doing is, for the time being, until we understand this fight a bit better, I'm just going to continuously bring Skull Satamon back. We're probably going to continuously lose him over and over, but at the same time, I need to find out how much damage we need in order to beat this bitch. I'm going to try and poison her. This is very unlikely that this works, but I need to try it anyway. Okay, so she blocked it. She didn't... Oh, she didn't resist it, so if she blocked it, she's probably just straight up immune, which is a bit of a shame. Let's use Nailbone again, because it's actually really, really good at chunking through her. We get a crit as well, which is not too bad. Mega Kabuterimon, I think we should use a big heal right now, my friend. I do want to push real damage with him, but at the same time, there's not really much of a point, because Skull Satamon does percentage damage of remaining HP. So every time we slap this cow, we're actually taking away from damage that he's going to do anyway. So I think what we do for now is try and keep these guys alive as long as possible and keep hitting with the big guy. Now, I know we're burning through resources, but at this point, it's not really a big deal. We have plenty of revives. Hopefully it's enough to sustain this fight. I think that because she gets so many turns in a row, we're going to lose Skull Satamon a bunch of times until we get to his turn. But at the same time, we might also luck out here. No, I shouldn't have said anything. Alright, I'm just going to keep bringing him back. And the reason I do this, right, you guys might be thinking, why don't you just leave Skull Satamon unconscious until his turn's going to start rolling back around? But then all she's going to do is focus down our other guys anyway. So this is, I don't know how I feel about this, guys. It's a bit weird for sure, I know. But at the same time, we're just going to play it like this. I'm going to do a small heal because I think 1,000 HP it's going to be wasted on this party. Can we dodge here? Beautiful, beautiful, sweet. This is her boost. So she's going to start going ham in a minute. She has been buffing her agility as well, which is something that we need to be scared about. Because, oh god, exactly, for moments like that, that's why I'm really sad, because that would have done so much damage, and yet, unfortunately, we miss it. Alright, I think it's time to stop fucking about. We're going to try and do some DPS with these dudes as well, because Phantomon and Mega Kabuterimon actually do a lot of DPS when their abilities land as well, so Hornbuster should be super effective. 400 damage is pretty good. I think this is going to be one of these battles, guys, where, obviously, we're not trying to straight up defeat Rikishibe, we're just trying to get her, you know, kind of low, and then I think the battle is going to be finished. So I'm going to take the turn to Nailbone here in the hope that it lands. It misses as well. Alright, pretty annoying. This could be pretty bad here. I think we might end up losing our whole party. Let's see. I don't have a big, you know, I wish I had an ability at this point where we could res everyone, but that's mostly from big-ass Mega Digimon that have that ability. Now, Mega Kabuterimon, I think, is going to be first. Let's bring him back, because it's more than likely that Skull Satamon would just get one shot again anyway. So there's one buff, and then Phantomon's up. Alright, maybe we have a chance to clutch this, I'm not entirely sure. I also need to give Mega Kabuterimon some SP. So if this misses, we're in a really bad spot here. Oh no, not good. Not good in the slightest. Please hit Mega Kabuterimon. Really, really bad. Okay. Now he was going to be up next, so we pass his turn, that's why that was problematic. I also want to heal here, but I also need to... Oh, this is so tough. There's a right play, and I'm trying to figure out what it's going to be. Let's actually use a recovery. Oh, do we want to revive? Is this a misplay? I'm going to chance this. We need to hope that she either buffs or she attacks Mega Kabuterimon over the next few turns. Now, we could heal. Maybe that's a safe play. Let's use a big 500 heal. I'm just going to do this, rather than push damage. I think this is the safest thing to do. Fist of Athena is when she starts one-shotting people, so this is really bad. Phantomon goes down. Spiral Masquerade, we need this to hit Mega Kabuterimon. It does, and he survives. Alright, good stuff. Now, what I'm going to do is, as ridiculous as this is, we don't have enough time to SB Mega Kabuterimon, so I'm just going to bring back Phantomon and use Mega Kabuterimon as a tank. This has been the weirdest fight I've ever done in this series so far. Let's use a Nailbone and hope that we can land it. Come on, buddy. Please. That misses so often, it's actually unreal. Hell Crusher's fine. I think we can survive this. Good stuff. Can we get another Soul Chopper off? We're very close. Very close. 415 is okay-ish, but not amazing. There's the buff turn. Alright. Do we have an SP spray? I would love it if we did, but We do. 60 SP for all Digimon battle. Alright, okay, let's go. This is risky. I think we could push here and try and go for the win, or we could heal everybody up. I think it makes sense to use a big heal and grind through this. This is a fun... Right. Oh, God. No. Don't do it. Alright, Hellcrusher 2 should be fine here. We could bring back Phantomon, or we could push for the win. I'm just going to push damage here and see if we can get away with it. This might be a mistake, but I'm going to try it. Hornbuster misses, which is really, really unfortunate. And then we need to be careful here, because if I don't res Phantomon, she's going to get 4 turns in a row. I need to bring him back so that we can slot back in here. Revival Capsule. Gonna do this. It's just this fight could have been over by now if we had been a little bit more lucky with the RNG. Spiral Masquerade obviously is going to target the next guy who was up. Is this going to kill Skull Satamon? Okay, luckily we get... Yeah, we managed to get one back there, but at the same time, this game, man, it's cheesing us. We're slowly kind of edging towards a win, but at the same time, we're also edging towards a loss. Right, we get 3 turns here. This is it. This is it. We make the play. We make the push for the win. I'm hoping that we can do this. Soul Chopper, come on, baby. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. There's 1 out of 3. All right, fine. Hornbuster, can you do this, please? Can you please? Oh, why? Why, though? Are we really that unlucky? Is her agility really that high? See, the reason I'm always anxious here is we could just push her, right, and try and get the win. But then if she attacks Mega Cabaterimon and he goes down, she's going to continue to one-shot the rest of the party, which would be really bad. I'm going to just try it anyway. Can we get a hit here, please? What's even the point in playing the game at this stage? This is hella fucking annoying, man. 500 HP. It's not even like... I'm not even scared we're gonna lose. I'm just like, why? Why is this? Why did they think this would be fun? Mega Cabaterimon, you don't have enough to use any SP. So what I'm gonna do, my friend, is just use a big spray, and then we're gonna try and kill this bitch. We're gonna try and kill her again. Nailbone, can you please land, please? Nope, you can't. Apparently you can't. We're not that lucky. Spiral Masquerade is gonna kill Cabaterimon, which is a big deal. We could push, or we could try and bring him back. I think in this case we have to res him because he is one of our only tank, and if this bitch gets more than 2 turns in a row, she's just going to end the fight on top of us right now. So we can't let that happen. Hellcrusher 2 is good. This is our chance. This is our chance to win here. That's obviously not going to kill anyone, and we get 2 turns to try and make this work. Please, game. Please. Nope. Okay, Soul Chopper. Come on, baby. Let's go. 390, so we finally get her, we finally scratch her again. But honestly, it looks like, at this point, it looks like we're going to have to hit her another, like, 3 times to finish her off, which is kind of frustrating. We only have 3 revives left. This is it, guys. This is the last hurdle. This is the last push. Now, she gets 3 turns. She's going to buff once. And then if we can survive, we're going to get 2 turns to try and kill her. Hellcrusher's really good for us here. Alright, 3 turns. 3 turns to make this game, to make this fight work. Nailbone, please. There we go. There's 163. Hornbuster, please. There's the combo. Come on, baby. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I believe. I believe, game. Don't fuck me. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. I feel that I need to apologize for that fight, guys. I feel like I need to apologize. I feel like I played that poorly in the beginning. I did a lot of reviving when I could have been attacking. And for those of you that are like, oh, just push more damage, stop messing around with items, you have to understand that when you push damage onto her and you don't heal, and if you lose the next person, let's say Skull, what's his face? No, I can't even remember his name. Let's say that Mega Cabaterimon was going to come up in 3 turns. He was our next Digimon. If she kills him, she's going to then get another 2 turns before we get to our next Digimon, and you can see how it snowballs. So when I choose to revive our 3rd Digimon, let's say we've got 2 alive, full HP, full mana, and I revive the 3rd one, it's because if I don't revive the 3rd one, she's going to kill one of our other 2, and then we're going to be left with 1. And if we can't revive that person, the whole lineup gets subbed out, and that is worst case scenario. So for any of you guys who are confused about why I did things the way I did in that fight, that's why. I apologise that our Digimon were so weak sauce that we couldn't kill her sooner. I'm sorry that we had to burn 20 revives in order to beat her, but what's important to me is that we actually did get through it without losing on the spot. I didn't think she was going to be so annoying. We did abuse intelligence and death pen abilities with Hornbuster, Mega Capiteriumon, and our Reaper Phantomon, right? But at the same time, she dodged every fucking attack. And if you're trying to tell me, right, I'm on a bit of a rant here, guys. I need to chill out a little bit, right? But if you are trying to tell me that I have to do that fight without death pen abilities, then it's just, it would be so painful, it's not even worth my time, okay? So, I apologise that fight was so bad, guys. It was pretty stressful, but at the same time, we beat her up, we beat her ass, she's fucking donezo, and I'm happy about it. Let's see what happens moving forward. That was a bit of a ramble. I don't usually do that, but there was a lot of thoughts in my mind there, and I wanted to kind of express some of that on, or with you guys. It can't be express onto you guys. I'm like, I need to unleash my pain and anguish right now. Unfortunately, you guys are the only ones here, and so you have to take the brunt of it. I can only say sorry so many times. Is it really okay for you to do this? Your body is unprotected, isn't it? How did you contact the police? When? You little brat, how dare you? So obviously Erica's had some plans up her sleeve, which feels good. Don't let her get away. Now, we know for a fact that Crusadamon does get away here because we have to fight her as our main character in the first game. If we caught her here and she was apprehended by the police, that would never happen, so we know that she gets away. I alerted Matayoshi before we came. I wanted him to be ready to arrest Kishibe the minute we found evidence. Let's head to the Metropolitan Building. That's where Ri Kishibe's body is. Now, the Metropolitan Building, if you guys are familiar with the first game, is late game stuff. That is a very, very tall structure with multiple floors. There's tons of items hidden about it. And there's also a lot of Digimon. And in the last game, there was a lot of boss fights as well. So, it looks like that's where we're going next, guys. I'm just going to check in here real quick. Have a look at the bulletin board. And make sure that we have no new cases, which I don't expect we do. When I go back to the main menu screen at the, you know, when you go out onto the street and you get the map, I expect that the Metropolitan Building is going to be available to us. Before we wrap this episode up real quick, I am going to head back to the Digilab and I'm going to fuse our XVmon because I said I was going to do that and it's something that I really want to do. So let's swap Garudamon back into Party 1 and bring across, in fact I can't do that. What am I doing wrong here? Let's swap out Skullsatamon because he kept missing and he was doing my tits in the last fight. Time to Digivolve. Let's go to our party and here we go. Stingmon is going to be the guy that I fuse. I think that makes the most sense, right? Or is it better to do it the other way? Now his ABI is 8 and his camaraderie is 100%. XVmon on the other hand, wait, can I even do it the other way around? 90 attack. Alright, so I can't even do it that way. So we only have one choice and it's to do it through Stingmon. Alright. This might be a misplay, guys, but at the same time, I'm going to live and learn. I'm going to live and learn. We could do Palindromon. We could do Dino Beedramon. Or Dino Beemon. I'm just making up names as I go here. I don't know which is better. I get the feeling that that Dino Beemon is stronger, but again, 3 physical attacks, 35 plant damage to 1 foe, and it tends to crit. So he does roughly about 105 damage, and then he might also get a crit. He increases damage given by 20%, but also increases damage received. I don't know if I like that. Is Palindromon the same? Let's have a look. So this guy does 2 physical attacks, and he does 80 light damage. So he only does 80, but he's the exact same. So I guess it just makes sense to go into Dino Beemon. I think this is the correct play. I don't know. You guys can let me know how you feel about this, but this is our first DNA fusion of this series, so I'm kind of excited about that. And yeah. I don't know if it was correct to do the fusion with Stingmon or with the other guy, but at the same time, our ABI is 13, which makes me think I should have done it with the other way around if I took the time to level up XVmon, but at the same time, I don't really give a fuck. I don't know how important this guy is going to be in terms of our party, but if you are interested, he can actually digivolve into further guys, and if we want to go backwards, we can also do that as well. In fact, look at this. So this is a bit annoying. So both these guys need 20 ABI to go forward. And that means if we defuse these guys, which we are going to have to do at some point, we're going to have to split back into one of these dudes. Now, when we do that, we're going to lose the other Digimon. So maybe that's a misplay. I'm not sure. We don't have enough ABI to go into either of these guys. So that's kind of frustrating, but at the same time, we'll work out later. Maybe I'll fix it off screen because I know that situation is royally fucked. But anyways, I've been doing a lot of talking. This was a very, very chill episode, guys. It was very slow, kind of burning. I was very mellow. But honestly, I just wanted to have a kind of relaxed part, and I hope you guys didn't mind that too much. I know I wasn't as excited or exuberant as I could be. The boss fight with Kishibe was very strange. Very, not, I wouldn't even say it was salty, because I wasn't angry, I wasn't frustrated. I was just kind of exasperated is probably the word I would use. So I hope you guys didn't mind too much. When you guys came across her in your playthrough, if you guys are playing through this game or have already beaten her, did you struggle as much as I did? Did you have to waste as many items? I'm guessing that you didn't. But at the same time, it would make me feel a lot better if you just lied to me and said that she was really hard. I'm only kidding, obviously. Just let me know whatever you thought, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to leave me a thumbs up, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode, where we will be tackling the Metropolitan Building and seeing everything that lurks in there. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.